I'm your host, Ryan Dean, a fellow cosplayer, a professional wrestler, and just a huge geek that loves reading comic books and just anything to do with comic books, as in the movies, the TV shows. Yes, I am that guy. I'll be doing a little special mini-series for the next 5 days leading up to Albuquerque Comic Con with going over the All-Stars Batman Rebirth series. Each mini-series episode, I will be telling you about each issue of the All-Stars Batman. Now, I definitely recommend you guys to go out, get this comic book series. It is great. If you don't want to go actually to the comic book store and buy the comic book, hey, it's okay. We live in the technology day now where you can just digitally download these comic books straight to your smartphone. Yes, I said it, straight to your smartphone. Now, I'm the guy that has to have the actual book, but for those that don't want to go out and buy it, yes, go and get it on your smartphone. No worries. If you guys stay tuned for the regular podcast with Drell and I, those episodes will be coming out. And let me tell you, the Geeks Newsweek's podcast is going great. I'm excited about it. Drell's excited about it. And we can't wait to get those uploaded onto iTunes as well as YouTube. Speaking about YouTube, Geeks Newsweek is now on YouTube. Please go and subscribe. This video will be loaded up on YouTube today, and all the other episodes are leading up to Albuquerque Comic Con in the next 5 days. We'll be having them on YouTube as well. Please go visit us on Facebook, give us a like, follow us at Geeks Newsweek as well. With all that being said, let's get this started off. So like I said, I'm going to go ahead and just tell you guys what the first issue was on the All-Stars Batman. Now, I love this book. It is amazing. Scott Snyder did a fantastic job on this. Let me go ahead and just let you know. When it started off, basically, they're in a diner, like a trucker's diner. You got this waitress serving out food and teasing the customers and everything on that part. Next thing you know, Batman gets thrown through the window by Firefly and Killer Moth. They keep asking Batman, where is he? Where is he? Right now, we're finding out that Batman is the most wanted man in the state. We don't know why, but when we continue on reading through the series, we find out why everybody is after Batman. Now, Firefly's about ready to shoot Batman with his big old laser gun on that part. Now, Batman rips off his cape, throwing it at Firefly's gun, and then exploding in his face. This basically knocks out Firefly, leaving it just being Batman and Killer Moth. Now, the best part during this diner fight is Batman is talking mad crap to Killer Moth, telling him how long a moth lifespan is, saying, moths usually only live for about a week. You're no better than a regular moth. I'm gonna kick your butt. So basically, Batman and Killer Moth start fighting. Batman throws him down on the ground, then grabs a steak knife. Now, I'm not knowing if it's a steak knife or what, but in a diner, usually it's the butter knives or steak knives. But he just grabs this knife and literally shanks Killer Moth's arm, where the knife goes all the way through his arm, stuck into the ground. So now basically, you got Firefly that's knocked out, and Killer Moth is down in the ground. He can't get up anymore because he's basically on the ground because they have a big old knife into his forearm. Now, the people in the diner are getting mad at Batman, asking him why. Where is he? Why did you take him out of Gotham? We're still in a mystery. What is going on? Why? What is it that everyone's getting pissed off with at Batman? And who did he take out of Gotham? Well, then two mechanical arms grab Batman out of the diner. At this point, it starts to go into a flashback 22 minutes ago. Batman in his Batplane with a man wearing a mask. Now, this mask is a white sheet kind of style that's covering the face, and there's a hole where the eye is at. Now, this eye is like a red-blooded eye. It's amazing. But basically, Batman and this mysterious masked man are arguing. Then it jumps to 2 hours ago where Batman, Jim Gordon, and Batwing, aka Duke, is on the rooftop talking about Two-Face. Yeah, we got Two-Face in this series, guys. One of the great villains of Batman. Then it jumps to 2 weeks again. Batman and Alfred are in the Batcave. Alfred is trying to talk to Bruce out of doing, which of course he doesn't listen and leaves. You know how Batman is. He's stubborn. Alfred's like, no, don't do it. Don't go through with this. Batman's like, yo, I'm Batman and I'm out. Well, then it jumps back to 20 minutes ago with Batman and the Masked Man. We are still in the Batplane, and come to find out that the Masked Man is, yes, pretty sure you guys all guessed it, just like I guessed it when I was reading. Yes, it is Two-Face. Two-Face is telling Batman that he will never make it to the destination because it's 500 miles away. Now, I guess Batman took Two-Face out, and they're going on a destination to get to somewhere that's basically 500 miles away. Batman and Two-Face are arguing, saying that they're never going to make it. Two-Face is basically saying, yo, you're going to get killed before this happens. And Batman's like, no, I'm going to get you to that destination. So they are betting against each other of what's going to happen. So you're already starting to get into the story a little bit more. Now, Alfred jumps back in asking Batman if he can turn on the news, because there's something important going on in the news. Batman's like, basically, no, I'm in the Batplane. I'm not watching the news. What's going on? Two-Face has made an offer to everyone, telling them that he is with Batman, and whoever can get him free, there will be a fortune of the 3 biggest crime lords of Gotham, and they will give them a personal, untraceable payment. Yes, Two-Face is basically putting Batman's head out on the market. Big shocker there, but is offering a reward. If you can get me free from Batman, I'm going to make your wildest dreams come true. There's going to be a huge reward in this. Help me out, and I'll help you out. Well, the story jumps right back into Batman getting thrown out that window by the mechanical arms on that part. Keeps going back and forth, going back in the story, so you got to really pay attention when you are reading it. So when Batman got thrown out of the window, it happened to be Black Spider. Now, Black Spider, basically, he's Spider-Man in the Iron Man suit, or the Spider Iron suit, whatever you want to call it. So he got these 2 mechanical arms. He's all wearing black with the Spider logo on his face. Now, he's basically just beating the crap out of Batman as well. He thinks he has the advantage, but then Batman comes up holding a chainsaw. Yes, this Batman is not your regular 1966 Adam West Batman. This Batman is amazing. Not only did he put Killer Moth forearm stuck to the ground with a knife, now he has a chainsaw and he's looking straight at Black Spider. Well, as you can see, Chainsaw Batman's a total badass and totally beats up Black Spider. Now you have Firefly hiding behind the tall grass, because remember, Batman did get thrown out of the window. Now they're in like this big mesa field, so there's a bunch of tall grass area and all that. So you got Firefly hiding back there, trying to sneak up on Batman. But once he jumps out, he sees Batman as he cuts off the mechanical arms from Black Spider, and he's still holding onto that chainsaw. Firefly basically looks at Batman, turns around, and runs the other way, which I thought that part was pretty funny in the story, if you ask me, because who wouldn't run away? Not only would you run away when you see Batman, but now you got Batman holding a chainsaw. Yeah, definitely would be running too. So Batman actually goes back to the Batplane and notices Two-Face isn't there anymore. A waitress from the diner actually starts going up to Batman, telling him, hey, yo, I'm sorry, Batman, I had to do this. We're doing this. And then there's a trucker guy, basically gets a gun behind Batman's head, and they're in it for the money. They saw the news, everything is going on with that Two-Face portion, so they want that money as well. The trucker guy points the gun to Batman's head, and then the people from the diner have turned on Batman as well. So you got a group of people trying to turn in Batman. Then Two-Face shows up. The people tell Batman to let him go and no one will get hurt. Next thing you know, the trucker guy shoots Batman in the back, like literally, boom! Like, that's pretty hardcore for this guy. He starts getting all excited. He's like, yo, Two-Face, I just did it. Everything, where's my money? Two-Face basically gets pissed off, pushes the gun from the trucker and says, get that gun out of my face. Well, when the trucker guy and Two-Face are talking, basically Batman grabs Two-Face, drags him down, and then no one knows where they're at because, of course, Batman has all the gadgets. They disappear. What happens after that is Batman finds the truck from that truck driver and puts Two-Face in the back of the truck. Now, Two-Face tells Batman that the good guys will become bad guys and the bad guys will become worse. Batman just brushes it off because he is Batman. He does not care. Batman wants to crawl into the front of the seat, start driving, get to that 500-mile destination where he's going, because don't forget, they have a bet going on to see if Batman can actually make it to the destination, while Two-Face says they're never going to make it because, hey, there's a hit out on Batman and he's going to get killed. Well, Batman basically just goes to the front of the seat of the truck and starts driving off. Now he gets a message from Alfred asking, "Hey, Batman, turn around, please. Let's do this. Don't go any further." Batman tells Alfred, "I'm cutting off all communications. I'm done. I gotta get this done." Alfred wanted to tell Batman something, but of course, Batman already turned off the communications, grabbed the earpiece, and throws it out the window. Now, there's a panel. You have Alfred just face on this panel, and a tear starts coming out of Alfred's eye. He starts to cry. He says, "I'm sorry. I had to do it." He's the one that shot down the Batplane. So when Batman was going to the diner, he was flying in the Batplane, and someone shot it down. Next thing you know, it reveals who shot it down. It was Alfred. Why did Alfred shoot down the Batplane? What's going to happen next? Now, before the book ends, it says, mile marker 1, 456 miles to go. So, Batman didn't even get past the first mile before all this started happening. Well, there you got it, guys. Now, that's it of this mini-series. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for tomorrow when we go over issue number 2 on All-Star Batman, the Rebirth series. And once again, you can subscribe on YouTube at Geeks Newsweeks. And you can also like us, follow us on Facebook, also at Geeks Newsweeks. I made the coolest podcast name because no one has it. So it's not hard to find us. Geeks Newsweeks, YouTube, Facebook. Thank you guys.